What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I will be ranking every Premier League manager currently. So, the ones at the beginning of the 25-26 season, from 20th to 1st, basically just on how good I think they are, their resume, basically. And yeah, pretty simple. So, in 20th place, I've gone with Keith Andrews as the new Brentford coach, and he's never managed a team before. I believe he was a Brentford set piece coach last season. So, he's got promoted from set piece coach to head coach. And yeah, he's never even managed before. He's a set piece coach, so he's got to be bottom of the list. And I don't think he'll do too well, to be honest. I don't think Brentford are going to do too well this season either. 19th place, I've gone with Reggie Lebris, the Sunderland manager. Only managed at Sunderland and Lorient. But he's never managed in the Premier League. So I've just got to put him down here because basically every other manager in here has managed in the Premier League. So maybe my ranking of him will change. But I mean, he's never managed in the Premier League before. So I've got to put him down here. 18th place is Daniel Farke. Managed in the Premier League, as you can see, managed Norwich, and I mean, he got them promoted, but then he also got them relegated again. But I've put him slightly above just because, he has been in the Premier League before, even though he got relegated with Norwich. He's been in the Premier League, and he did win Leeds the league title, where Sunderland came up through the playoffs. So, better championship manager then, I guess, as well. 17th place, and it is Scott Parker again. The only reason I put him up here is because he managed Club Brugge in the Champions League. I mean, even though he didn't do too well there, he still managed in the Champions League. But yeah, Fulham got them relegated. Bournemouth, I'm pretty sure he managed them in the Championship. Or maybe when they were in the Prem by then. I'm not sure. Anyway, now he's at Burnley, and I've only put him here because he managed at Club Brugge in the Champions League, to be honest. 16th place, next up, it is Fabian Hürzeler, the Brighton manager. I mean, before Brighton, he only managed at two teams, and they weren't top league teams. And at Brighton, he did a decent job with them last season, but he's still just young and hasn't really proved anything anywhere else. Or he's only had 1 year at Brighton as well, so I can't put him too high. 15th place next up, and it is Vitor Pereira, the Wolves manager. This guy is a crazy CV. Managed at so many teams. Managed at Porto, Olympiacos, Fenerbahce, Corinthians, Flamengo. But if you look at the last few years, he's only lasted like 1 year at all of these places. But I mean, he seems to be doing all right. He did pretty good at Wolves, to be honest. He revived them, and he's managed at some decent clubs before, so that's why I've put him this high, to be honest. 14th place next up, and I've gone with Graham Potter. I think some people do kind of disrespect him now because they kind of forgot what he did do at Brighton, but he did do very well at Brighton. So even though he didn't do good at Chelsea and he's not doing great at West Ham, at Brighton he was really good, and at Östersund as well in Sweden. Like, I know it's in Sweden, but he still did well. Like, he's not a bad manager. He just, since he left to Chelsea, he just hasn't done good. 13th place next up, and I've gone with Ruben Amorim. Maybe a bit controversial, but before Man U, he had only managed in the Portuguese league, and he did do very well with Sporting. But once again, it is just the Portuguese league, and I mean, he didn't do very good with Man U last year. So unless he proves that he can do better, then he's probably going to stay down here somewhere. 12th place is Marco Silva from Fulham. I mean, this guy, before he went to Fulham, he wasn't doing too great, to be honest. Like, Watford and Everton were pretty average spells from him. But then at Fulham, he's actually been doing pretty well. And he's made them into a like solid Premier League, like established team, which I've got to respect, and that's why I've put him at 12th, to be honest. And if he keeps going like this with Fulham, like, he's been there like 4 years already, and he's doing a pretty good job with them. 11th place is Thomas Frank. Just got the Spurs job. Did well at Brentford. Hasn't done enough to break the top 10, though, I don't think, to be honest. In my humble opinion, at least. But yeah, I mean, managed at Brentford for 7 years? Brøndby for 3 years. Denmark youth teams as well. Like, he's done good, but like, he hasn't done enough really to prove anything that makes him higher than sort of these guys. Because most of the guys I've done so far, they haven't really won the major trophies yet. 10th place next up, and I've gone with David Moyes. Got a pretty decent CV, to be honest. He's done well. He hasn't really won anything, but he's managed well a lot of teams. Like, At Everton, managed them for 11 years, and he did very well with them. Man U obviously wasn't great. Sociedad, I don't know why he was there in the first place. Sunderland, all right. West Ham got sacked, then they brought him back, won them a European trophy, and now he's doing good at Everton as well, so that's why I've put him in 10th. Ninth place next up, and I've gone with Nuno Espirito Santo. This guy, his spell at Spurs was disappointing, but at Wolves, he got them to the Europa League. Forest, he got them into Europe as well, which is why I've put him up here, to be honest, because just forget about Tottenham and Al Ittihad. I'm not sure how well he did in Al Ittihad, but just ignore it. And he's like Wolves and Forest, he did really good jobs at. In my opinion, he probably should never have left Wolves for Spurs, but that is how it goes, really, sometimes. Eighth place, and I've gone with Oliver Glasner. This guy's pretty high up, but he did just win Crystal Palace and FA Cup, and he was Frankfurt manager when they won the Europa League. So I've got to put him up here, to be honest. He's won a European trophy with Frankfurt and FA Cup with Palace. So I've got to put him this high, to be honest. And if he keeps going with Palace, manages to keep Eze and Wharton, perhaps, maybe even Gahey. If he keeps one or two of them at least, then Palace could do pretty well again this season. Seventh place, and I've gone with Andoni Iraola. I know he hasn't really won anything, but since he came into Bournemouth, he's done pretty well with them. And yeah, I'm sure he's got big things in the future for him. Definitely, I can see him getting a big move fairly soon, to be honest. Sixth place, I've gone with Enzo Maresca, the Club World Cup winning manager. That's so good to hear for me personally as a Chelsea fan, but I can't rate him higher than the rest of them, really. I know he did just win the Club World Cup and the Conference League, but he still is very new to management. Like, he's only managed Parma for like less than a year, Leicester for one season, Chelsea for one season. So even though he won those things, he's just too new to be higher up, in my opinion, even though he's done a great job so far. Fifth place, Eddie Howe. Now, I was debating whether I put him and Maresca the other way, but I just thought Eddie Howe, he's been in the game for so long. Got Bournemouth from like League Two to the Premier League. Got Newcastle into the Champions League twice and won them their first trophy in like forever, basically. So I put him above just because he's been around longer and done it with more teams as well. In harder situations, I feel, as well. So that's why I've put him in fifth. Fourth place, I've gone with Mikel Arteta. Maybe a bit controversial. Some people might have him higher. Even though he's done a great job at Arsenal, he's been there 6 years, turned the club from like 8th to 2nd, right? He just hasn't won enough. Like, he's only won an FA Cup, so I can't put him higher than everyone else in this list just because he hasn't won enough with them. And of course, he's only done it at one team, so you need to do it at more teams to be even higher. Third place, I've gone with Unai Emery. Now, this guy is the Europa League specialist, won so many. He won like what, 3 at Sevilla. Did he even won one at Valencia? Maybe, I'm not sure. Won one at Villarreal. Now he's with Aston Villa, and he's got them into the Champions League. I know his Arsenal spell was a bit disappointing. PSG, only so much you can do at PSG. Only one of their managers a success because he won, like Enrique, because everyone else didn't win the Champions League. So PSG, it's a hard job, really. But this guy's just the GOAT of the Europa League, so I've got to put him up. He's done it at more teams and won more than Arteta, which is why I've put him up here. Second place. I know he's only been in the league for one season, but he won it, so I've gone with Arne Slot. He's I know what I said before, but he literally won the league in his first season at Liverpool. At Feyenoord, I'm sure he won the league there as well, and that's why I've had to put him up here. Like, he won the league in his first year at Liverpool with Klopp's team, right? Their only signing was Chiesa, who barely played. So I've got to put him up there, really. It's only obvious. Like, I know he's only been in 1 year, but he won the league. Only 2 managers in this list have won the league, and they're the top 2, as it makes sense. But, by now, you'll guess who's in first place. Pretty obvious. It's Pep Guardiola. This guy's done it at 3 different teams in 3 different countries, had great success at all. At Barca, obviously, for those 4 years, it was just perfect. Honestly, they're like the best team ever. And then at Bayern as well. Anyone at Bayern really wins it. Even Company. He was managing Burnley. Then at Man City, he's been there for 9 years now. But he's done it there as well. So he's done it in all 3. He's done it everywhere he's gone, and he's the best Premier League manager right now, maybe even all time. But hey, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.